Alright guys, doing another one of these videos. Oh, by the way, if you like these videos, like this style video where I'm just going off my iPhone, kind of just going with it, let me know in the comments. I really want to hear which kind of style you want me to make. I want to put out what you guys like. So go ahead, let me know in the comments. But anyways, I wanted to use this time to talk about the mistake that most people make, most ambitious men make. And it's this mistake that they're making that keeps them stuck in a life where they're under-accomplishing. And ultimately, I'm not saying like you need to be successful and stuff like that, but the reason why it sucks if you feel like you're under-accomplishing is because you kind of start to form negative thoughts and self-doubt in your head. You begin questioning who you are, And you might find when that happens and you get to this place where you're questioning yourself, your self-worth diminishes. You just don't feel good about yourself, and at times you might even feel lost or stuck or just sad or depressed or drained. Hopeless for sure, because every time you try making change, you never seem to get there, despite all your hard efforts, all the time you're putting in to get to this point, or to change your life, I should say. And I honestly call this the mediocrity trap, but most people fall victim to this trap, and basically what it is, they declare to themselves that they're going to create some sort of change in their life. And then, so they get really motivated. They're all excited. They're like, all right, this time I'm doing it, Like, this time will be different. No matter what, I'm sticking to my word. I'm going to work out consistently. I'm going to eat healthy consistently. I'm just going to be productive consistently. And then it goes fantastic for the first few days, and they start feeling amazing about themselves. They're getting excited. Because they think they're actually going to get this change. And I love that. I love that they're putting in this time and energy to create change, to improve themselves, and thus improve their life. But what I'm saying is they get to this point where they start making the change, but then one day they got tired and they decided, or they thought like, well, I've been really good lately. I deserve one day off. So then they cave that one time and don't go work out, or they have a cheat meal, or they skip out on doing whatever it is they told themselves that they would do. And then that one day turns into another day and another, until they're back into their old patterns and ruts of procrastination, of self-doubt. But this time they feel even worse than the first time, because now they feel even more stuck. It's like they keep digging themselves in a bigger hole. And again, this is why I hate the motivational industry, because look, they feed everyone BS. All they say is you need more willpower and motivation. But look, when has willpower and motivation ever worked for you? You tried following that formula last New Year's, and look what happened. You tried doing it the last few times. You just declared to yourself that you're going to do something. But look, willpower and motivation doesn't get you results. And if it did, you would already have the life you want, right? So the real approach to do it is forming the right habits. That's ultimately what it comes down to. And think about it. So if you're in the habit of not keeping your word to yourself, how are you ever going to change your life? Anytime you tell yourself you're going to do something that will improve your life, you don't stick to your word to do it. And again, it's just a habit. That's all it is. But most people don't realize that habits control 90 to 95% of the decisions they make in an entire day. And so what you really need to do is there's a few underlying foundational habits, just a few of them. But if you implement these few habits into your life, you're going to notice that you're happier on a regular basis. Like every single day, you're going to wake up in a good mood, a fun-loving attitude where you can joke around with your friends or the girl you have a crush on. And then not only that, you're going to be more productive. Like imagine if you formed the habit of keeping your word to yourself. What would your body look like right now if you kept your word to work out last year? You'd start to be looking kind of like this, right? But for real. And then think about it, where would you be in your career if you told yourself, if you stuck to your word to not play video games and instead go read a book or go listen to a podcast or go absorb some information that can enlighten you, or an area that you can improve on, maybe work towards your career or something like that? So it's like, if you think about it, like if you had this one habit, your entire life would be different. And that's really what we do inside the New Way of Health. And we do this through acquiring the mind of a conqueror. That's what we called in there. Because really what you're doing is you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. Because your subconscious mind forces a habit, or your subconscious mind gets you to take action through your habits. And a perfect example of like how powerful habits are in your life and how much the subconscious mind really plays in your day. Have you ever had one of those days where, after work, you start driving on home and then you zone out because you're tired, and you're in like traffic maybe. And then like 10 minutes later, all of a sudden you zone back in and you're just like at your house, you're pulling up to your driveway, you're like, whoa, how the heck did I get there? Well, how did you get there? You weren't consciously driving, you were zoned out. Your attention was elsewhere. Well, your subconscious mind got you there through your habits. And once you start to program the right habits into your brain, you engrave them into your brain. Your life's going to just sprout up like a redwood tree. You're going to be more productive, more happy, more capable. And it's when you get to this ultra productivity and you become more capable, that's when you gain internal confidence, self-belief. And think about it. That's why you see all these wildly successful people like Gary Vee or Grant Cardone or Joe Rogan, all these people that achieve amazing feats, like just accomplish a lot. They have immense confidence. Or look at Mark Cuban. Same thing. All these super achievers, they have immense confidence because they know they can do whatever they set their eyes on, essentially. Like, it doesn't matter what area of life, whether it's business, whether it's a physical competition, it's who they are. It's the foundational habits that they have formed have made them capable and thus confident. So look, if you found any of this video interesting and you want to try this new approach, well, it's not even new. It's like literally this is just how our brain's hardwired to work, is just through habit. So it's like, it's not new by any means. In fact, it's like pretty common sense once you learn how we have evolved. But anyways, if you want to start doing this new / old approach so that you can successfully get change in your life, you actually make progress, you start conquering where your tension is, you start conquering your thoughts, your happiness, your mood, and where your life goes, then what you're going to want to do is, I just released a brand new book. It's going to teach you how to acquire the mind of a conqueror. Now, I told you that means how to form these foundational habits. So it's going to tell you how to do that. And then if you want to implement that knowledge into your life, because look, I could go give 100 people this book, but information's only information. And you actually have to implement this knowledge in order for it to be powerful. And so what I've done is I found out that a lot of people, they'll just read through the book. They'll be like, oh, cool, I'll start doing this, okay, for sure. But then they never do it. So what I did is I created a 7-day challenge where if you download this book, it's completely free. You have the option to join us for this free challenge too. The challenge is completely free. Like, this is my passion in life, is to help ambitious men like you. And if you don't know why that is, there's going to be a video around here. It's called From the Brink of Death to Conquer. You should check that one out. And it's gonna tell you more about my story. But I'll give you a sneak preview. See this right here? I was stabbed in the throat. Now that's all I'm gonna tell you. I should be dead, but I'm not. And it's actually because of that event that I'm here in front of you helping ambitious men like you. But look, I don't want to get into that. That's a whole other video. In fact, there's literally, I'm telling you to go check out that other video of it. But one last thing is, if you like this video, please toss it a like, comment, and let me know if you like the style video. Because when you guys start to engage with these videos and you start liking and you start sharing, well, the algorithms can go, we can start showing this to more people. More people are engaging with it. And then when that happens, we get to impact other people's lives together. I can't create this impact without you. So anyways, go ahead, download that book, and I'll see you inside the challenge.